What up? What up? What up? What up? I got a tough little battle here tonight.
Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA
See if we can pull
Football
off a little
14
upset.
pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. A nice, easy pace of warm-ups. Over. Better buckle those chin straps. SEC action about to start. We've done all we can do here. Time to tee it up. Let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for the call. David and I will be with you at halftime.
It's time for the coin toss now, presented by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Suspended my last year's quarterback. This guy might be better, but
We're ready to get this one underway as the teams are lined up for the opening kick. And with that, we kick off our season. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today. Fires it out. And he's taken down around the 29-yard line.
I'll rename him the Jeremy Renton.
2nd and 6. Ball on the 29-yard line.
What up, Bill?
Cameron takes it left. And down he goes around the 31-yard line.
Big third down right here. For sure.
From their own 31-yard line, it's 3rd down.
We're going to get pressed. Yeah.
Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry.
Not a real fancy play here, just a smartly run route. Good protection and a well-placed ball. Most times, you don't need much more than that.
Complete. Underwood gains 2 yards with a short completion.
Yeah, I have a hand real quick. Open, get it out.
From their own 44-yard line, it's 2nd down. Tackle made right around the 46-yard line. Tackled at the 40.
This guy has that innate ability to get just enough distance from a defender to make a completion possible. You don't see it from every receiver, but this guy's got it.
From the 40-yard line, 1st down.
Excuse me.
Runs outside for a nice gain.
Not bad. can't.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. Here's the throw. I don't think he got anything on that.
Don't be hungry.
So it's 3rd down now, and they're going to need about 4.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 280.
Good open field tackle.
Check.
That's the 3rd time they've converted on 3rd down on this drive. If you can stay on the field in these kind of situations, you're doing something right.
Work.
This is the 10th play of this drive.
Yeah, but I don't think the mic is picking up everything.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
Or at least I'm not hearing it through the stream.
And this is the 11th play of the current drive.
So the freshman touchdown.
Tackle around the 4-yard line.
That's a gain of 2 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Well, a familiar situation for the offense as they try to convert another 3rd down. They've converted 3 already. He's taken down around the 3-yard line.
Well, that's a big-time stop by the defense. You know, Brad, one of the things that all defensive coordinators always try to emphasize is their ability to stop offenses
I gotta
on
score
3rd
touchdowns to
down.
win
That
this
is
game.
a big stop, and I think it could have a lot to do with the outcome of this football game.
They're crowding the line. Touchdown,
Big
Wildcats.
boy. The big boy.
He splits the uprights with the extra point.
So a 13-play, 75-yard drive, and that's good for a touchdown.
Oh,
Brad, I
Dirty
thought that
Boy
was
was
a
having
textbook
a
drive.
top
I thought they did a
dude.
really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
Nice kick,
I'll
plenty of
give it.
distance. The quarterback brings his troops out onto the field for the first drive of the game. They'll bring him down at the 36.
Come on.
Walton brings him down at the 36-yard line. First down.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 36-yard line. And it falls incomplete.
Oh! Ah, that was forward. Jeez. Wow. Oh, shit.
It's great when a running attack comes through for the first down like this. It makes an offense so much more versatile.
Just make the tackle. Just make it.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 48. Gains his way to the 39-yard line. They move the sticks after another first down.
Impressive drive by this offense so far. I really like what they're doing by keeping this defense on their
My
heels and
nose.
moving the ball downfield.
I have to go nickel defense.
And he's immediately tackled. Passes it to the middle of the
It'd
field.
be quicker than that.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 34. Pulls it in, and that's a first down. Brought down right around the 26-yard line.
Tight ends can really be a wild card in any offense. Sometimes the defense are a little bit confused on
I
how
hit the
to
wrong
handle
button.
them.
Flags are all
Had
over
to
the
hit
place,
the
and they'll blow it dead.
settings.
False start. Offense.
It's so tough to move the ball forward. Even a 5-yard setback can do damage to a drive.
Get out of work.
First and 15 now after the penalty. Wants to throw outside. Got it. Complete, and he's out of bounds.
Whitmore's
When you can move
slow.
the ball downfield in big chunks like that, you've got the defense right where you want them.
I have to check that.
Here's the 8th play of the series. The 5. Touchdown, Mississippi.
Here we go.
Will be tied with the extra point. And he converts the extra point. Here's an update from the studio and Reese Davis.
The Volunteers took the field today ranked
He's got
13th, but
CPU
wanting to
team.
prove they deserve a spot in the top 10. And for Tennessee, they scored through the air.
Moore gets set to kick this one away.
Under the deep to return.
He really got a hold of that kick. Six points and a pretty display of passing was a result of their last drive. Kirk, do you expect the defense to take a different approach here?
When this quarterback is on, he is on. It already seems like whatever this defense is trying just isn't working. But maybe if they add
I'll
just a
take that
little bit
first
more
quarter.
pressure, then they might be able to force
Take
him
it.
into a mistake.
We've played one quarter. We get a tie game at 7-7. And we welcome you back to the action here, just about set to start the second quarter. Scott picks up about 5 yards on that hookup. Third down, 5 yards to go. Ball on the 30-yard line. And they bring him down for a sack on the play.
The defenders played the snap count perfectly. They found the path into the backfield and didn't let the quarterback get away.
Stop.
And that'll be 3 and out.
Damn.
Campbell is the punter. He puts it away, and it's a great kick. Room around the corner. Daniels takes it at the 33. Steps out of bounds at the 49.
They've been like a couple of fighters feeling each other out so far. Let's see if they start to open it up a little bit more now. Quick throw. He's tackled at about the 39-yard line.
Come up with a turnover.
That'll make it second and inches.
It's second down, and they're about the length of the football from the first down marker.
It wasn't for that, they were option. Be perfect.
And they make the stop at the 19-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 20 yards. First down.
Now he's scrambling, and he's going to be sacked.
But the defense is fired up, responding and reacting to that sack. Not only do they get the quarterback, but they hit him and hit him hard. I think that can really create some confidence for this defense. The next time this quarterback drops back to throw, you got to be thinking he's going to be a little bit gun-shy and concerned about the pressure that these defense is putting on him.
Fires out to his wideout, and he's taken down right around the 10-yard line.
Makes the tackle at the 10-yard line.
It don't matter what team I'm on.
Third and inches.
I can't stop a slant. It don't matter. It's crazy.
So it's third down, and they're just inches away from picking up the first
Even
down.
if I shade inside, still get beat.
Touchdown, Rebels. Ole Miss up 6. And he hits the PAT. Reese Davis joins us in the studio with this update. Reese?
Time to get you up to date on some scores from around the country. Let's take yet another peek at this game. Hodges masterful orchestrating this passing attack already with a pair of scoring strikes. The Volunteers have the lead 14-3 early in the second quarter.
And they can forget about returning this one.
With one quarter down, I really haven't seen too much separation between these two squads. Might be neck and neck the whole way. They go with the run, and he's taken down behind the line.
Call a loss of 1 yard.
Now block that, man.
That'll bring up second and 11.
From their own 24-yard line. Second down. Brought down in the open field. Makes it out to about the 39. From the 39-yard line. First down. Up the middle for a nice gain.
That makes it second and 6.
to fit it in there, and it'll be intercepted. From their own 20-yard line, it's first down. Ole Miss is up by a touchdown. Gets rid of it quickly, and that was almost picked. He was that close to making a big play.
This safety is kicking himself for dropping that one.
Might have been some early movement up front.
False start. Offense. Still second down.
So it's second down and 15 after the penalty. And down he goes at the 23.
Stop that guy. He stiff on us.
The defense has got some of their best pass defenders on the field. They set up in the dime to counter that 5 wide receiver set. And it's almost
Can we pick one off?
That's going to bring up fourth down.
On third down, the defense was expecting the pass, and they defended the play very well in the secondary.
Oh, I know we can get a stop. We get another one.
Underwood fields it at the 34. Oh, man, did he take a hit. Not sure what the flag is about here. Let's go down to the field and find out.
Receiving team.
That one will put the offense in a hole, and they'll try to get some of that back on this upcoming play. From their own 29-yard
I was
line.
just hoping for that
First
last
down.
pass to go on the ground. Get on it. Get on it. Get on it. Get on it.
He's going right. It is incomplete.
These guys just don't seem to be on the same page, and they're going to have to be if they expect to win this game.
Tackle made right around the 38-yard line.
Cool.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1. And now the ball is loose. And I think one of the big guys fell on it for the defense.
Hopefully that's review.
So the question here is whether or not his knee hit the ground before the ball came out. And the booth is going to take a few looks at this to see whether or not the ball came out before he was down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the booth and the referee agree. The runner's knee was down.
That was still a close call, though, Brad. Even though he was down, this guy has to do a better job of holding that football.
Certainly they don't have the return on here. Gets it away. It's low. Kent's game is about giving it to him and giving it to him and giving it to him again, Kirk, and he just keeps ramming it in there, and he's not disappointing anybody.
No, not at all. I mean, the one thing about his game is he's so versatile, and they found unique ways to get him the football, and he's not let this offense down in the first half. He's off to a great start. We'll see what he can do in the second half.
Scrambling around, and they got him. They get to the quarterback and end that play before it even got started.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
2nd and 11 coming up now. Ball on the 21. Ole Miss is up 7. He's going to try and scramble. And he's tackled at the 31.
Call the game of 10 yards. Third down.
Too much. Too much.
He's scrambling. Tackle around the 34-yard line. Ole Miss is going to have to use their second time out of the half.
Knock it out of his hand. Come on.
1st and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. Now he tries to buy some time. He gets sacked on the play. The Wildcats will use their first time out of the half.
This quarterback has to do a better job of avoiding the rush because sacks can be real drive killers.
Just throws this one away. From their own 25-yard line, it's 3rd down. It's the tailback. Nice run to the left there. The Wildcats call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Gore is waiting for the snap. Tackle at the 33.
You're always looking for the home run return, the big highlight. Didn't happen there, but he still got him a couple yards.
Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with
Nope.
so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays.
Once and all, going deep. And that's his receiver who's wide open. Touchdown, Kentucky. That was a beautiful pass. Nice catch.
This is one of those plays you just sit back and admire. The quarterback threw the ball perfectly, and again, the speed of the receiver is the difference in this play.
It makes for an easy completion when you've got a guy who's that wide open.
Here's the PAT to tie this thing up. He makes the PAT.
I think we believe. Stop them twice.
Campbell has his kick team lined up, and he is set to kick this one off.
2 drives.
He just drills this one. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
This is the point in the game where you don't want to make any mistakes that give the other guys a reason to feel more confident going into halftime.
He's on the run. He's to the 40. He's into the open field. To the 20. And they finally pushed him out at the 14. So they decide to bring the kicker out to try to get 3 points before the half ends. He gets it up, and it splits the uprights.
It's crazy.
This return should be the last play of the half. He'll need to break it all the way to give his team the lead. Sends it sailing downfield. And they can forget about returning this one.
See if we can get another busted coverage.
The offense really came up with a nice drive there last time out, and most of those yards came through the air.
This defense needs to improve from front to back. The line needs to put more pressure on the quarterback, and the defensive backs need to stick it to these receivers with tighter coverage.
Quick play call.
Kentucky's called their final timeout. In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions.
Looking for the corner, and this one's going to get intercepted. They'll bring him down at about the 41.
Oh, I think
That's the end of the half, and believe it or not, folks, it's still anyone's ball game. 17-14,
give up a
Rebels.
scramble for a field goal.
Hi, everybody. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football
What
14
up, Jack?
halftime show presented
What up,
by Nissan. Innovation that excites. To lend a little perspective to what just went down in the first 30 minutes.
All right, Reese and David, welcome back, everybody. Just about set to start the second half. He sends this one deep. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. We're about set to start things up again. Ole Miss has a 3-point lead. The 50. Inside the 30. To the 20. To the 10. Brought down at the 4-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Yeah, man. Number 3. Number 3's gonna come into the world here soon.
Concentration lapse right
Never know.
there. The coaches will be giving them an earful for it, too.
First and goal from the 1. Expect to see something straight up the middle. Touchdown! Ole
Can't
Miss!
tackle this team. Ridiculous, dude. Like,
He splits the uprights with the extra point.
so dumb.
Moore has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep. He really got a hold of that kick.
I'm gonna score here.
And they can forget about returning this one.
There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game.
Fires quickly, and he's got his man. He's taken down at the 34-yard line. He's tackled around the 35-yard line. He picks up a few with that carry, and it's enough to move the sticks.
They only needed a yard, and the tailback was able to get it.
First and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. Fires a bullet out to the right. And he's level at the 35. A heck of a play by the receiver.
We talk all the time about the emotions of college football. This play was definitely an emotionally charged play. What a way for the wideout to make a statement in this game.
Going right to his tailback. And they make the stop at the 26.
That brings up second and 1.
It's second down now. They're just a few feet away from that first down marker. And he hits him hard at the 25-yard line.
No speed.
from the 20-yard line. It's second down. They bring the quarterback down.
That's a loss of 5 yards. That brings up 3rd and 10.
This is the 8th play of this drive. Now he's scrambling. He's wrapped up for the sack.
That's a loss of 8 yards.
Not sure if I can keep this.
The sack makes this a 4th and very long. This is kind of a surprising call right here by the coach. This is an obvious punting situation. And it's picked off. It's the safety. That's a great tackle at the 8.
Probably should have kicked it. It's 42, 49 yard field. Damn. If I miss it, we're in the same spot. All right, buckle down. We'll stop.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 8-yard line. And he just gets rid of it. Looked like both sides tried to get away with some shoving while the ball was in the air. Here's the call.
Defense.
You're allowed to check a receiver downfield, but once the ball's in the air, you have to let go.
Oh,
From their own 6-yard line.
What?
First down. And he's taken down at about the 7-yard line. Kent gets about a yard on the play.
and it went backwards. It's 6. I don't know what happened.
Nice run there as they work the outside. They're about 4 yards away here on 3rd down. Fires quick to an open man. He dropped it.
Thank goodness gracious. Whew. I should have kicked the field goal.
Underwood back deep to return. And he's tackled at the 49. And for Gore, it has not been an easy ride in this one.
Well, it's been amazing to watch this defense because they've done such a great job of applying pressure on the quarterback that they're definitely getting these turnovers, but it all starts with the pressure that they've been able to create consistently on this quarterback.
He's going to go for the home run. And it's intercepted by the senior cornerback. And he is drilled at the 6. We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 6-yard line. He's to the 20. And down he goes around the 23-yard line.
First down.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. He's on the run. He gets out to about the 37-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 14 yards.
Please tackle.
First and 10.
Not yet. Yeah. There's detergents in there too.
Tackle made at the 40.
Smart.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
From their own 40-yard line. Second down. Quick throw, almost intercepted.
Hey, that's a heads-up play there by the defender. Get those hands up and something good may just happen.
Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. And he's hit immediately.
This is a quarterback who trusts his receivers, and he knows they can make plays. It's like those two were playing catch out there.
From the 42-yard line, it's first down. They'll knock him down for a loss.
I like how the defense got all up into that option to disrupt it. The offense looks a bit unsettled after losing that battle.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. He scrambled, and he can't get away from the pressure.
That makes it 3rd and 15.
From the 47-yard line, it's third down. He goes downtown. He's hit and taken down. This is the 10th play
What's
of
up
this
there?
drive.
Yeah.
Here he goes. The 5. Touchdown, Mississippi.
I don't know, honey.
You like that? You like that?
And he hits the PAT. So a 9-play, 95-yard drive. And they get it in for 7.
And it was really those long runs that really
might
helped
have.
propel that drive.
So the score now, 31-14. Nice kick, plenty of distance.
Sorry, I packed it.
He's to the 10. Tackle made at the 23.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Still first down.
Quarterback couldn't maintain possession on their last drive. Let's see what he
Out of
does
all
here.
the water
This
balls.
quarterback can make good
That one.
passes. He just needs to focus on not forcing the ball to his receivers.
Throws right,
Why
intercepted.
do you throw the ball like that? Yes, I'll find it. Oh
37-yard
my
line.
gosh. Great. How the hell does he throw the ball like this? Really?
First down, 10
Bullshit,
yards to
dude.
go. Ball on the
To win this
47.
game.
going to try and scramble. And he's tackled around the 41-yard line.
The quarterback didn't see anybody open downfield, so he took it
15 for
himself and picked up
120.
some
Are you
decent
kidding me?
yardage.
You like that? You like that?
Maybe it's time to get the backup some experience as we head to the fourth quarter. The Rebels lead it by 17. All right, we're just about set to start action here again in the fourth quarter.
Red 2, green 9, go!
Gets to about the 41-yard line.
Yes, freaking believable tackler, dude.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on third down. He's hit and got away. He makes his way to about the 28.
That's a gain of 13 on the play. That makes it first and 10.
I don't care if it's big hit or not. Like, A&M, it don't matter who it is with Kentucky. We can't tackle shit anyways.
Steps out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Gain of 5 yards. That'll make it second and 4.
So it's second down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first.
Ray, kill!
Got a man, watch out here. They'll bring him down at about the 11.
Come on.
That's good for a gain of 12 yards. First down.
Just get a stop. Damn good. Fast too if we wanted it.
And he's tackled after positive yardage.
Gain of 5 on the play. That brings him second and 5.
And this is the 8th play of the
Yeah,
drive.
this game should be a one possession. At worst.
Now he tries to buy some time. Brought down at the 4.
But this quarterback.
Third down again.
Not gonna get damn Heisman.
And it carries the ball for a nice gain.
I didn't mean to hit pause, but what the freak, dude? .77 break tackle. 70 elusive.
You like that? You like that?
80 break tackle. 72 carry? Kidding me?
Gain of 4 on the play. That makes it first and goal.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line.
I'm so pissed. So better.
Taken down in the backfield.
We give the defense all the credit here. They had that one snuffed out
Just
from the
wasting
start.
time here.
It could have been an even bigger loss.
And this is the 11th play of the current drive.
Yeah, freaking see how much better we are with it. If I suspended quarterback.
Rebels.
This team was only 6 points better than me last year. And I effed it up.
And he adds the extra point. Ole Miss gets set to kick this one away. Sends it sailing downfield. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. They threw a pick the last time out. Should be interesting to see what they do this time.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
Aaron and out long. Can't make the grab.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Shut up, Ben.
2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 25. Going long. This one is batted away.
Number 88, the intended receiver on the play. That brings up 3rd and 10.
Oh, great catch. And they push him out at about the 35. Looks like they're going to go
Biggest
for it on
advocate.
4th down. Watch out for a pass play when you're in a goal line D. Tackled after decent pickup. And that one's incomplete.
This is incomplete. Underwood was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 42-yard line. 2nd down.
Thing is,
He wants it all going long. It's broken up. He threw
had
that
this
to a guy who
game
was well covered, and it almost got intercepted.
Yeah, he's very
tight
lucky. That ball was only tipped.
going in the half, and then Peter makes some wild ass scramble to take the lead in the halftime.
Pulls it in, and that's a 1st down. He's taken down at the 40-yard line. Throws complete. He's got space to work. And they make the stop at the 26. And they got him.
Coaches don't
We
like it
win
when their
this game.
quarterback gets hit like that. Won't be surprised to see the old coach get on his linemen to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Here's play number 10 on the drive.
It's been shut
Defense
out.
goes with the extra defensive backs as the offense comes up 5 wide. He lets it fly. They knock it down. Incomplete.
Brad, this corner just made a great play on the football. You wonder if he's starting to maybe get into the mindset of this quarterback, and maybe the quarterback's going to look in the other direction to try to come up with a completion.
3rd down, and they need to get it to the 15. Just under 3 to go in regulation. He heaves it to the end zone. He caught it for the touchdown. They'll go for 2 in this situation. They don't get it.
An 11-play,
Oh.
75-yard drive. But they just get 6 points after failing to convert for 2.
Brad, I love these kind of drives. They're old school, grind it out and burn the yards and just rip the heart right out of that defense.
So our score,
38-22.
38-20. And he got all of this one. Great kick.
16.8.
And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop.
He's tackled at about the 27-yard line. The Wildcats taking their first time out of the half.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Ball on their own 27. Makes it to the 41.
That makes it 1st and 10.
And he's taken down at the 42. Kentucky will have 1 timeout remaining.
I was trying not to get Dirty Bear tonight, but apparently I did.
Second down and 9 to go.
Ball on their own 42.
Just over 2 minutes in the game.
Room around the corner. He's at the 40. Inside the 30. And he's finally knocked out of bounds at the 21.
That was a good-looking play, and it sort of caught the defense off guard.
Expectation is just so high.
Inside the 10. And he's leveled at the 2-yard line. Kentucky's out of timeout.
That makes it 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal. You're going to go play action inside the 5. Here's the time to do it. And
They
he tackles
won't.
him hard at the 6
I
yard
only
line.
get,
By the time the running back here got the football, he's looking up. He's got a couple defensive
that's
linemen
secondary.
closing in on him because they were able to slip off of their blocks. Really, there's nothing he could do at all there. That was more of a miscommunication and just getting overmatched up front by the offensive line.
The halfback with a carry.
Touchdown, Ole Miss.
The Rebels are so confident every time they hand this kid the football that he's going to do something special.
Well, there's a reason he's the go-to man, and here, with everything at stake, he's able to deliver for them in a big way.
this is going to be my only loss of the season.
He makes the PAT.
Cats in the playoffs,
now.
baby.
Here's Reese Davis. Reese.
The Volunteers were ranked number
We're
13.
gonna beat LSU.
They took care of business, and they should hold their spot next week. And for Tennessee, they grab a W in the season opener.
Ole Miss to kick. Excellent kick. And they can forget about returning this one.
I think any good football team has to have an ability to answer, and that's exactly what we just saw.
Right.
One team scores a
Give me another
touchdown,
2
the other
years
team comes right back and puts
before we
another
get off
touchdown on
of
the board. This is
probation.
getting exciting.
Just over a minute left.
Looks left, intercepted. To the 20, the 10. They get on the board again. Touchdown. Well, another score here late in the 4th quarter, but all it does is add to the blowout. This one's over. And he tacks on the extra point. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 10. across the 30. Across midfield. He's knocked out of bounds around the 46-yard line. Well, late in the fourth quarter, this game has been over for a long time, and now we just want to get out of here like these two teams do. Throws a strike over the middle. Tackle made at the 22-yard line.
I might play a doubleheader tonight. Get this loss out of my mouth. Get my quarterback back on the field.
This quarterback is tough as nails, right? He's going to sit
Who
in that
knows when
pocket and give himself
baby
a
number
chance.
3 is
The only
coming.
problem is, at some point, you've got to have a feel, almost that sixth sense on when to get out of there and avoid the pressure, or just to throw the ball before you get hit.
From the 22-yard line, second down. So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers. Incomplete, and that wasn't the greatest pass in the world.
Well, I don't know how anybody can throw a great pass while getting drilled like that.
Under a minute left. And down he goes at the 4-yard line. Defense would like to come up with another big play like they did in the last trip for this offense in the red zone with the interception. Throws quick to the receiver, and it falls incomplete. The receiver couldn't get to that ball.
And that was a crucial misfire, too, as he could have come away with a touchdown.
Just inside the 5. Second down. He tackles him for a loss. Well, a nice stop there late in the fourth quarter, but it's a blowout and has been for most of the game. I think it's time for everybody to go home.
That brings us 4th and goal.
This is a big play right here. It's 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. Well, they're not going to win it, but they're still playing hard out there. So the offense will stay on the field and attempt the 2-point conversion.
He scored 2.
Get the 2.
Alright, short.
The hands team comes on the field for this onside kick. Whoa, he just took a licking. Both teams are playing out the stretch
Well,
here.
this was
You
a-
want to get experience for guys who normally don't get in the game
Opener.
and try to avoid injuries. Ole Miss looking to put this game away if they score here. The Rebels know that they have to enjoy this guy while they've got him, because somewhere down the line he's going to be at the next level.
Well, that'll definitely be in his future, but for now, he needs to sit back and just enjoy this performance, and really the play caller, the quarterback, the offensive line, the receivers, the entire group as just a whole
Still
should
him
feel
as the
good
quarterback.
about their performance.
That's it for this presentation of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you soon.
Alright, 7-7 first quarter. Then we get a golly, we get two we get touchdown. We're going, we're doing all right, and we throw a pick. When we get the ball back, we throw another pick. Like, throw a pick. We get the ball back. That should have been a completion. We punt the ball. Get the ball back. Throw a touchdown to tie the game. Right. 18 seconds, kickoff, 61-yard rush. All right, cool. Unbelievable. Field goal. And throw the pick. Maybe-ish. 10. Maybe got a shot. All right. And the third quarter was killer. They get the ball. Touchdown, up 10. This is where we go in the freaking lullaby. Should have kicked the field goal here. Still got a chance. Throw a pick again. And it was over here. Dumb, dude. Just dumb. 6 turnovers. In a game that felt winnable. Appreciate all those likes, shares, if I had any. Appreciate you, boys. And we should be at least 2-0 coming up. But That can all be forgiven if we run this mother freaking table, baby. Especially beat the fighting ducks, fighting deadbolts, and the fighting tigers. A lot of season. But just trying to get to a bowl game. Trying to recruit our ass off. Alright. Might be back against Kansas shortly.